You join us tonight in the White Hart Inn, a location that has existed since the 14th century. Sat in the heart of Exeter, not far from its famous cathedral, the White Hart Inn has been a place of rest for all manner of characters. With its tales of hiding priests and fighting to remain open whilst cholera tears through the city streets, it comes as no surprise that some of its residents have long since departed the land of the living, with reports of a little boy that runs up and down the halls at night and a woman that appears on a double bed looking fresh out of a black and white movie only to disappear. It would seem that tonight has the chance to be our most exciting investigation yet. Join us as we uncover the mysteries of the White Hart Inn. Good evening, everyone. You join us from the White Hart Inn in Exeter. We are currently in the Cromwell Lounge and we are going to have probably, well, I hope will be our best investigation yet. When we came here, we were shown around by one of the staff members. He kind of told us there was a good bit of history here, and we're very excited to look around and see what we can find. We have some cat balls left in our room upstairs, and we've got a camera left on that, so if anything happens, if they move, we'll see it, and I've got it timed up, hopefully, so you'll be able to see it as it's happening. We won't even know that it's happening until we look over the footage, but fingers crossed we get something interesting. But we've been waiting to get this investigation started, so let's jump straight into it.
So, do we want to just lay out some cat balls now in here?
I think that'd be a good start, yeah. Maybe
we could do
chairs or...
Yeah, we got that.
I say we focus room by room, so we do this bit first, and we can do there.
Yeah.
We'll just do basic stuff, like K2, cat balls, all that business, and then we can build it from there.
It feels weird doing this, doesn't it? So used to doing fucking graveyards and shit like that. So
I could get used to this.
Why does it slope so much? There.
There we go.
And then see if we can get one in this chair here. This one might be a bit awkward. I have to put it on this pillar, I think.
There we go.
And then I could put the K2 on here again.
That, yeah.
Where was that? Was there a thing up here? Or
it's round the back.
On here? Or?
No, I'm down the wide at the back.
Yeah, well far down.
Yeah.
That's going to be a bit loud.
Oh, bloody hell.
Alright guys, so we've put down a couple of cat balls on the K2 meter. Apparently the cupboard, like where the K2 is sitting on, I'm not exactly sure what he was on about, but he said a child used to hide in there, so it didn't say if it was a ghost child or an actual child, or when this was. So we've got the K2 there anyway, see if anything comes up. Cat balls on 2 chairs, see if anything sets them off. So we're going to ask some questions and see if we can get any answers. Let's do this.
If there's anybody here with us right now, we invite you to come and interact with some of our devices. We're holding some devices that you can drain the battery from if you need. And we have some devices set around the room that you can go near and interact with. There's one over there with lights on it. If you go near that, it will light up. And the ones on the chairs, they will light up if you touch them. Would you be able to do any of those things for us, please?
It's like deathly quiet, isn't it?
I saw your reflection in the fucking window and I was like...
We don't mean any disrespect. We're just here to document and experience. If you can show yourselves to us in any way or make a noise, set off any of our devices just to let us know you're here with us. I know for a fact if any of them go off, they're genuinely going off because there's the way I've put them on there, there's no way they're just going to roll off.
And for once, because we're inside, there's no wind pushing them or anything. So.
No. Like we do have a window open there, but there's no breeze outside now. There was earlier, but it's died off. Can you perhaps make a noise for us, like tap like this? That was me.
That was the start of production.
Why don't you come and sit in one of these chairs? Maybe if I step away a bit, then you might want to. It's so weird, isn't it, being so quiet? I'm so used to like either dripping noises or wind or...
Yeah, it's tracking something here.
What's that?
It's tracking something here.
Is it? Could be maybe with the light on the wall or shadow or something. Because you've got the shadow of the lamp over there.
It looks as though that's what it is, yeah. I don't really have any eerie feelings here in a minute.
No.
There have been moments like coming and going throughout the day where it's been like being here, like when I was here by myself, I was like, oh.
When I came in here on my own earlier, I felt a bit oof, because, like I said, it's probably just because I was on my own and it's like so quiet in here. You just sit
and you know
there
what it's supposed to be as well. So it's kind of like anticipation in a way.
Why don't you touch that device with the green light on it? You're being a bit quiet for us. Can you do anything? Can you make a noise? Let us know that you're here. Did turn them cat balls on, didn't we?
Yeah, I hope so.
I can't even remember now. I'm going to move it.
This one.
I know I put them down. Did I turn them on?
Yeah.
Just check that one just to make sure. Yeah, okay. I was like sitting there for a minute thinking, wait, did I switch them on?
Yeah. Lovely. Now this is how you investigate. Luxury, right here.
I'll sit down as well, then we can all be sitting down together. Do you want to sit in those chairs? We can all sit down. Just don't even get any kind of vibe at the moment or anything, do you?
Nothing really. So give it a few more minutes and we can walk over to that side of the room instead.
Just want to make sure my audio, I didn't see it moving. So, yeah, we'll give it another minute or two and then we'll try over that side and then we can try a spirit talker.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, hold this a sec. I'm gonna put the REM pod in the other room, if I can find where I'll put it.
We're testing our luck tonight.
Yeah, too right. What is my light on? Is it like 3%?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I saw a shadow then across the floor. Could be seeing things though.
I can't see anything. There are some like divots in the floor that might be casting some shadow.
Yeah.
There is one in the centre there as well.
Yeah, unless it might be where you've moved and the light's kind of...
No, like central like that.
No, I thought I could see something like moving, but then like you got them lights, I didn't know. You know sometimes when you get a moth in a light and you can kind of see a slight shadow moving along.
There are like little bits of dust and flies and stuff flying around,
So we've got plenty of devices here if you want to let us know you're with us. We've got 2 on the chairs if you want to sit there. We've got the one with the green light and then another one with the light on the table in the other room. You can touch any of those devices.
We're not here to mock you or harm you. We just want to show people that you're here.
Should go into the next room and see if we can catch anything there.
Sure. We're going to pick up and move our devices, but you're more than welcome to come with us so that you can interact with them in the other room.
I'm going to put this over here, I think.
Why don't I put it...
That lamp is, I think, turned off on the wall. So it must... I don't know actually, to be honest.
See, there's a light here, but I don't want to touch it because I think it's for the bathroom.
No, that's these ones because I turned it off earlier.
This one?
Yeah. Shall I put this on this table or on that
I've
chair?
put one there.
Okay. Let's see how steady this is. Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Let's put one right by this room because this is supposed to be an active room.
Be a right lazy bugger and I sit down.
I'll go over here. stand with my back to this room.
It's the only problem sitting down, I can't see the other thing. So if you are with us, would you be able to interact with our devices? Stand near them or bump into them? As best as you can. If you need energy, you can take it from our devices, that's okay. That's weirded me out. It's out of the corner of my vision, I can just see through that doorway.
So next door, guys, there's another room. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to get in there because they're doing inspection work and it's just for people's safety. They won't allow you in there, but there used to be like a priest hole up in the fireplace, like in the chimney area. So unfortunately, like I said, we can't get in there, but maybe, don't know if we can ask if there was someone that may be hidden there at one point, if they could like walk through there, maybe they can interact with that cat ball right by the doorway or something.
It's not a bad idea.
So if you was here at one point and you had to hide in the priest hole, can you maybe walk through that doorway? Gets my mind going. It's like, what would cause a spirit to be here? Like, is it just randomly just pop up, or is it like intelligent, so it'd be like, oh, I might just pop over there and see what's going on, or is it just like we've talked
Repeating
about?
patterns.
Yeah, like that echo of the past.
I know we had in the comments of one of the last videos, someone said that like the way they look at it is it's like it's not intelligent, it's just echoes, things repeating. I think that's what it said. But, I don't know how I feel about that, because if that's the case, how do we have devices like spirit talkers that seem to say relevant things? Like, I must admit, the one of the most relevant thing we've had was when we were in the wedding venue and we had
Blue
it
eyes.
say blue eyes.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, how would that have come through if that wasn't aware?
What?
But then at the same time, could he have been in the room with her in that space, said it enough times that it can echo through?
Yeah.
So,
But I imagine there's all kinds of different types of hauntings. There will be intelligent ones, and there will be ones that are just like a loop that play over.
yeah,
Like
makes me question the difference between entities that are still around versus people that have died and what happens to you after.
Yeah. Because there's probably entities that, I think we've spoke about this before, or that were never even human to begin with, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call them, I don't know, but which could probably come into this reality, so to speak.
Yeah.
I wonder if at any time when people have been working here, whether they've experienced anything, like as in when they've been doing building work, because I know they sometimes say when you disturb a place, it can, you know, start up activity. So I wonder whenever they've been doing renovation or anything like that, whether anything's...
And there's a good point as well. If you know, places sort of hold on to the echoes of things, could chipping away the stonework, like change how that works.
To be honest, even if nothing happens tonight, I'll just still be happy we've actually got to investigate a legit place where there's been reported activity, and you know, we can actually investigate rather than having to be worried about who's around. Or
Well, I mean, we're here and we can. It's like a good tester of like, how do we investigate indoors? Can we make a good video? Is it high quality? All that stuff. How do we get the best out of our investigation?
Yeah, we can only do what we can do while we're here. You know, we can't make ghosts appear. So
no, exactly.
Just if they do, they do. If not, then you know, it's just
hopefully
unfortunate.
our content is still entertaining anyway. I can see why people fake stuff because they want to spook people, but like, I like to think if you really are interested in this topic, then you're going to want to see the truth of it. Yeah. Sometimes nothing happens. It's just the way that it is.
Pretty much most of the time. 95% of the time.
We've done what? How many investigations now? Nearing 20?
Something like that.
And we've had the K2 go off once, or like prominently. The spirit talker chats like no one's business in some places, and then other times next to nothing.
A shuffle.
That was
that's probably our biggest unexplained thing.
Yeah.
Like K2 stuff, you know, could potentially be some kind of electrical activity from wiring or whatever that we unaware of. So.
But yeah, that shuffle was scary because it was like
something
loud, physical was involved somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know how or what.
And it was quite loud and went on, I say went on a long time. It weren't just like, it went on for like a couple of seconds or something, you know. Yeah, that did make me jump, for sure.
Well, there were some strange noises the second time we went there, but I'm still convinced that first big bang was a different noise to the rest of those drops. But I don't know. It's a very different experience. What we've experienced here versus
can't focus on your face very well with that.
How's that?
That light. It's better.
It's one of those things where what you experience when you're here versus how the video turns out is very different. Because there's a lot of things that look good, that tense moments that to us don't really result in anything. And then vice versa, where you get freaked out by some things and you watch it back and you're just like, oh, that's a bit.
Man, that's a bit like, and you can understand like why, you know, people say, oh, I felt dizzy in a place and that, because the floors are so uneven and that, it makes you feel a bit like off balance.
Yeah. Another part of that is sometimes the tension of the moment can get you to feel weird.
Oh yeah.
I've had moments in investigations where it's just tension or stress, and that makes me feel dizzy or like on edge, really alert when I wouldn't normally.
Yeah.
So you've got to take all of that into account.
It's like now I feel totally chilled because it seems very quiet. I don't get any kind of vibe of anything about. I don't feel anything.
Still a part of me that's on edge, but not by any means like unable to keep going.
It'd be cool though if give him our email address like you said, and then when some of these areas have been sorted out, then they can take us around and we can do a proper investigation in.
That'd be very good, yeah.
In like that room as well. So that's the room I want to get in.
The priest hide room.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to think that there's a priest hide so close to the cathedral that this entire city is so famous for, what it's been famous for the whole time. So you think they would have lived their lives like over by the cathedral, and then just so happens this is one of the places they would come to try and avoid persecution. And didn't he say it was something to do with Oliver Cromwell?
Yeah, like when they came looking for him or something.
Yeah, which I find it quite almost like a bit, if I was a spirit and I'd been persecuted or hunted down by Oliver Cromwell and his institution, to have hidden in a place that is now called the Cromwell Lounge.
It's It's a weird one. Like from what he was saying earlier, it sounds like it's been bricked up. But like I saw someone's video where they looked up and there's like an open doorway bit, and it's like because they used to be a thing back in the day. So you'd think if someone came in, they'd like look up into the chimney place and had to see. You'd think they'd
they
easily
got very
seen
clever
that.
with them. Sometimes there were floorboards that flipped,
Right, yeah,
false
like,
panels. And,
yeah, panels in the wall, God knows what else.
but obviously, I don't know what this place would have been then. Would it have still been an inn, or was it a private residence?
I'm sure it was something else. Like I can't remember what it was to begin with, but I know it didn't become like an inn until like a lot later.
I can't even tell what it could have been like. There are some parts of it that feel like a home, some parts of it that feel like it could be a meeting hall. It's really hard to know. I'm sure when I look up the history of it, there'll be more to say about it.
Yeah, because I was looking it up, but I can't remember now. It said the guy's name who originally built it back in like the 1400s, but I can't remember if it said exactly what it was built for. Right, let's try and get some responses. If there's anyone here, can you make a knocking sound like this? Can you knock on a door or on a wall for us?
Was that you leaning?
No, that was the floor, I think.
Staff might still be moving around in parts of the building, which is something to remember as well. So
I heard that. That was like a click, wasn't it?
yeah. You know what it sounds like? You know if you have like a fuse box or like a gas meter and you hear those clicks every now and then, it sounds like that.
I just got to think what's there. We've got that emergency light. There's a fire.
Yeah, I heard it again. If you ever used to have to hide through here, you don't need to hide from us. We're not going to harm you in any way. We just want to know that you're here. Would you be able to come through and show us where you hid? Or walk towards it maybe? Clicking stopped. So I heard a couple of them in quick succession.
Yeah, I only heard it that once.
Then one thing I'm thinking to myself is obviously this whole area, whoever would have been hiding there, attention is the one thing they're trying to avoid. So if it is echoes replaying or anything of the sort, us calling to it, it's not going to do anything.
No,
if anything, it'd be quite the opposite. Ignoring it might get results because then it thinks we're gone.
Yeah. Well, if you are hiding from us, we're not here for you. We're not looking to arrest you or whatever was happening. Or what would have they been looking for? Like,
they would have been trying to find them to kill them, because this was when, well, there were different persecutions. But like for example, there was when Henry VIII was like decided, Church of England wants a divorce. Now he's the divine ruler to some degree, or divine righted ruler. And so they go around and they start sacking cathedrals and abbeys and all that stuff.
Well, we're not here to hurt you. We just want to speak to you, or, have you let us know that you're here. If you feel better talking to one of us, you can come into either room, speak to either one of us, or show us that you're here. Why don't you knock on something like this if you can do that?
tell you what, when you walked off, I heard like a ring in my ear, like a really high-pitched ring. You know, when a bat goes by and you hear the fucking... I heard that. But nothing. Other than that. I mean, we've been here for, well, about 45 now. Maybe 50. Nearly an hour, basically.
Don't seem that long, does it?
No.
Very strange.
No, we can either get a spirit talker out, do that, or repeat the same process as we did here in that other corridor, and then come back for the spirit talker a little bit late. I don't mind, really.
We may as well try the spirit talker now that we're here, innit? If we put it on that table in there near that door.
Yeah.
Alright, the spirit talker's rolling.
Maybe you can see we have a new device. If you go up to that device and you speak into it, we should be able to hear what you say. If you're too nervous to show us where you are, perhaps this is a good way to let us know you're here without revealing your location.
Jesus. That scared me. I just saw the light move across. I was like, Have we still got that other cat ball by the door?
It gets lonely.
It gets lonely here, does it? How does it get lonely? There's many people that come here every day. Can you tell us your name, maybe? If you're feeling lonely, you can talk to us for now. We're here to communicate with you, at least for the short time that we're here. And perhaps, if you have a lot to share, we can come back another time and speak to you again. But we'd need to be able to hear more from you first.
Did you pick the other cat ball up?
No, it should
by
still
the
be by
door?
the door.
Tragedy.
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 There it is. What tragedy? I felt like a cold breeze on my ankle, my left ankle, and then a brush right after on this leg, on the other side. Could have just been the way I'm standing there, to be honest, so I'm not going to take it as anything.
Yeah, well, like where I walked through and caused the draft or something.
Maybe. Are you happy with us being in this room? Do you like talking to us?
Constance.
Constance. I did ask for a name earlier. Is that your name? How long have you been here?
You're very quiet. Can you say more to us?
Marie.
Marie.
Marie. Being a hotel and whatever else it was, could have
You
been
wouldn't
God
have a lot
knows
of
how many
people.
people here.
And the only story we've heard of is of a little boy being here, so
Yeah.
something tells me Constance and Marie are not the little boy that they're referring to.
No. If Constance or Marie were here, what was you doing here?
Did you live here? What was that?
That's my stomach.
Fucking hell.
And again,
Sound
some
like a
biscuits.
I
The
thought it
rich
sounded like an infant for a minute. I was like, oh. Constance, Marie?
After.
After. I said, did you live here? I said, after. So did you die here?
After what? The persecution?
Six.
Is that how old the little boy was?
I was thinking of asking how old, but never said it.
Man, my stomach's going crazy.
I had to say, how long have you been here for? 6. What year is it? Do you know?
Planned.
Planned. I mean, I don't know. Persecution was definitely planned, but I don't know what about 6 would be planned. Dust in my face.
Don't know.
We can affect you.
No, you can't.
Can you affect our devices? Can you touch them?
You're more than welcome to interact with the devices, but you can't harm us in any way.
Ava.
You've heard that name before.
Why don't you do something so we know that you're here with us? Maybe we'll be lucky and it'll all be going off in our bedroom.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you'd call that luck, because that's what we've got to go back to. And we've been in for about an hour now. So, I say, give it like 10 more minutes and then maybe think of moving to that other corridor.
Yeah.
Because,
Our only issue there, we can't spend too long. Cause
no, of course, well, even if we just put a cat ball down to see if anything happens,
yeah.
have a spirit talker, but just turn the sound off. Make sure we've got a camera on it at all times. Is there anything you want to say to us?
Clark.
first male name we've had, I suppose.
Day.
Day. It's not the day now. Well, very early morning, but not quite.
Is it daytime for you?
Blood.
It has said blood before. Or it said my blood, I think. Yeah. I've got this running theory that we've got ancestral spirits following us, because I made that joke in the past. We keep hearing the same names. I made the joke about ancestral spirits, and then it said my blood before, so I don't know. We're going to have to leave this area soon if nothing more happens.
Candles.
There might have been back in the day.
There's no candles here now.
Although,
Was that?
that's the floor. Although I don't know if them lights are like...
They are like candles, but they're not candles.
They're not candles, but they kind of look like candles. I'm going to look in this creepy bathroom. No. Decided I'm not... As soon as I saw the door on the other side, I'm like, no, I'm not getting...
Stay.
Stay?
I'm not getting stuck between two doors.
No. If you want us to stay, you're going to have to do something. Bang on something to make a noise. Interact with one of our devices.
Oh God, that door's closing so slowly. It's like... Can you make a sound like this? Oh. That made me jump.
I'm going to click after I laugh.
I'm sad.
Sorry to hear that.
Why don't you come and have a laugh and a joke with us? That might cheer you up. It's nice and bright now. It's not sad in here. Why don't you come and sit down? Talk to us. I could try, maybe ask it to say a word. See if it can copy me. You've never had that before. If you want us to stay, I'm going to ask you to copy a word that I say. If you can do that, we'll stay. The word I want you to copy is camera. If you say that word for me, we'll stay a little bit longer.
Construct.
It's
Not
close.
I'll give you another try. Camera. Say that word for me.
You got the right starting letter.
Trying.
Tranquility.
That's not even close. It has said that before though. We've heard this before. Why don't you come and sit down with me? I do find it interesting that, although it's not said a lot,
Bertie.
never mind. I was going to say, since I've come over here, it's stopped talking, but evidently not. It's not going to say what we asked or what I asked it to.
No.
We've not really got anything useful out of it. We've been here for a while now.
Been here for ages, haven't we? It's just over an hour.
What do you say then? Should we go over to the corridor?
Give that a try. See if anything.
Either that or we leave it till later. But I'm kind of dubious about doing it later and later and later.
We'll do the corridor now because I don't think we'll do that more than once because there's people.
We can't do anything really there other than catball and maybe the spirit talker on silent. But one of us is just going to have to hold it whilst the camera's pointed at it so we know what it says. I don't mind doing that if you want, because I've got this. So. Right, we're going to be moving on.
Is there anything you want to say to us before we leave?
Oh, fucking awful. Someone stood next to you then. It was not. It was when I went like that, the bipod, and that all like, it went like that, and I was like, fucking thought someone was stood next to you.
Okay, let's shut that off then.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
I'm okay as well. It'd be even more okay if you come and talk to us.
Must admit, when I was sat down there, I started getting a dull headache come on. So for it being like, are you okay?
Just checking in on you.
Yeah. You don't need to check on me. I do the checking in.
Better turn these lights back on, eh?
Yeah. Lovely. It's cosy now, isn't it?
I'm in the house.
So are we.
Whereabouts in the house are you? Because we can't see you.
Must admit, we've never had it say, are you okay? We've never had it say that, or I'm in the house. Mostly because we've never been in the house.
Right, shall we just do it? Because otherwise we'll just be sitting here waiting.
Sometimes.